let's talk about Diddy for a second. A quick little second, right? You know the Diddy trial is still going on. I'm gonna see. You know, the Diddy case is wrapped. There's my boy.
He looked like the devil.
Did he?
Look at his face. Why is his face is like really like scrunched in on his head, right?
You don't
like his face is like so like.
You don't think he's a good guy?
His face is so small, and then his head is like.
Diddy prosecutors argue rapper used inner circle money to cover up alleged scheme. They're really going at him, but I don't know if they proved their case. I know people hate him. But I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens, right? But
wait, what happened?
The case is wrapping up right now. You know what I mean? So at some point soon, it's good. You know, once they finish, prosecutors concluded then nearly 5-hour closing arguments today, which is right here. You know, so they're wrapping everything up, and I think the defense responds to that, and then the prosecutors come back, and then that's a wrap. Some shit like that, right? Okay, but check this out. You remember the Punisher, one of the dudes who was smashing Cassie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he was doing an interview, right? And he talked about his experience with Cassie. And tell me this doesn't cast her in a different light. Okay, listen to this.
Okay.
She called me to come through, and I was in,
Okay, so this is Cassie calling him. Now, Diddy could have had her call him, but listen to this shit.
She called me to come through, and I was in like Six Flags, like some foul shit. I was with my girlfriend, right? So I'm with my girlfriend at Six Flags, right? I'm with my girlfriend at Six Flags, and she called up and was like, "Yo, are you free?" And usually when I would come through, it would be like 3 days in a row. I'd come Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So I'm like, "Yo, you know what? I'm in Six Flags. Can I come the next day?" And she was like, "Oh, yo, if you can't make it, can you send somebody else?" What? And bro, I was butthurt, right?
Wow. Whoa.
You thinking you just
I
was just about to go there, bro, because you've been getting this money consistently.
No, it's not about them.
No, but I'm saying, like, I would have felt some type of way about that.
Yeah, and also I think I'm special.
Right. I was gonna ask that.
Yeah,
boyfriend, girlfriend scenario.
Because I believed that at the time when this was going on, I thought I was the only guy they were doing this with. Because when she first called me, it was like, it's my birthday, did something special. So, you know, the few people I told, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm Cassie's guy, you know, when she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ego shit.
So when she said just send anybody else, I was just like, oh man, like I'm just.
Did you refer somebody?
Hell no! I made up some excuse to my girl. Hey, yo, something happened. We gotta go. Like, yo, we had drove there like 2 hours in traffic. We was there like 45 minutes, and I'm like, we gotta go.
I think everyone wants to know this question now. You still with that girlfriend?
I'm not, yo. But here's the thing, right? I still got cursed out, cause. We broke up years ago, but she called me.
Oh, after the hearing all this shit?
Yeah, because I had to go in the stand and say that we had unprotected sex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So she called me 10 years like, yo, you was fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you do? How could you do that? How could you? And I was like, oh man, my bad. Like, but you good, right? Like, you good, right? Everything's straight. I'm straight, but nah, she flipped out on me, man.
I agree, Brittany. He does look AI. And why is he talking out the side of his mouth like that?
Because his mouth warped. You know, when you didn't buy that many chicks with baby oil, the fucking allergic reaction. What you should do is walk around like that. Okay? You should do it out on the street. You like, what the fuck happened to that dude? That's the baby oil of a Diddy freak off, okay? Everyone was injured in this. There's no one who walked away clean, you know? All these dudes, you know, what happened to you? Diddy. You know, I'm just saying, you know, it's a fucking hard life. Okay, but the thing that shocked me about that, right, is because I was thinking that when he bringing these dudes out, like, they being tested and shit.
Was he not tested?
I don't know, because I haven't been clear on that, you know, like, what?
I'm assuming he was tested if they were having unprotected intercourse, right?
Would he though?
They was just, like, recruiting anybody and not testing them?
Okay, let me see. Were the people in Diddy's...
Did he not look like an AI version of himself?
Freak-offs tested for STDs. Okay, let's see. is unavailable. See that? Mm-hmm. Allegations of health issues exist. Cassie Ventura testified about reoccurring urinary tract infections and mouth sores that she attributed to these events. One witness discussed STD history. A male escort identified. Phil mentioned bringing an STD history to verify his health status, suggesting some level of awareness or concern. Okay. Dog, I don't know though. Cassie Ventura reveals medical issues.
Mouth sores? What is that?
Well, that would be oral herpes. That's type 1. But that's something a lot of people have. You know what I mean? You kiss the wrong person, you could get it. You know?
Holy fuck.
No, but I mean, a lot of people have that. But
like a cold sore?
Yeah, cold sores. But the one that most people would be the genital
I'm thinking
ones.
like inside of her mouth or something.
I think she meant on her mouth, though. But see, the pH, she's always going to have urinary tract infections because her pH, the baby ought to fucking be pH.
Right.
Ventura described having sex while suffering from a UTI. Oh my God. You freaky fucks.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, dude, like.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Does Cassie and, what's the name kind of look alike to you?
Who, Daphne Joy?
Zendaya? Just a little bit, right?
Similarities, maybe.
I can see that.
Similarities.
Especially like that certain picture.
Similarities a little bit, you know what I mean? There's some similarities there. Okay, so we got that Cassie situation.
So what do you think about Cassie? Does that paint her? How does that paint her in a different light? Obviously, she had Diddy call him.
No, well, I mean, Diddy could have told her that, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. Listen, I know there are abusive guys, or there are guys who coerce girls into doing shit.
Right.
But dude, not many women can be coerced into this shit. Like, this was fucking
She was
wild.
really young though at the time.
Just 20-something though.
Well, when she got with him, wasn't she like 19 or something? When she first got with him?
But she was leaving another older dude. I mean, I don't know. I don't know like how to size her up.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't want to fucking date her. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't date Cassie?
No.
She probably knows how to rock your world.
Of course she can know how to rock my world after doing all this shit.
The lyrics to Me Too or Me and You, they hit on a whole nother level now, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say that much.
I don't hate her on nothing like that, right? I don't hate her on nothing like that, right? I'm just saying, Bozak said that she's just a freak that Diddy wouldn't marry. I don't hate.
She didn't want that man to marry her. He was abusing her.
Listen, I'm not.
Y'all ain't seen him kicking her up and down the damn hallway in the hotel.
And she was leaving a freak off. She was
trying to get the fuck out of
there. She was
there.
coming from getting smashed.
Had to get smashed some more, probably.
Fuck. I don't know, man. That is fucking wild, you know?
Yeah.
Shayla got the nerve to be all glistening today. You got to stop putting on the baby oil before the show, man. I feel really sorry because she got her ass beat point blank. No, I saw the video, but that's not what he's on trial for. This is what I'm saying.
What is he on trial for exactly?
He's on trial for racketeering
And
and sex trafficking.
So how are all these people telling these damn stories? What does that have to do with his racketeering case and his sex trafficking case?
Well, sex trafficking is taking like someone across state lines for sex, okay?
But so the escort was at damn Six Flags in the same state. So what does that have to do with
No, but he had a bunch of different freak-offs. All you need is one escort to leave LA and go to fucking New York to lay pipe. And that could be considered sex trafficking.
But they haven't discovered that any escorts have done that.
No, because escorts talk about this. They interviewed a bunch of people.
So I'm just saying, like, what is, I don't understand. If
So
it's not relevant, then why are you on this damn?
No, hold on. That's the sex trafficking aspect of this. And then on top of that, with the.
But why are they going on this?
With the racketeering, he had his businesses paying for different stuff. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter that the amount was like $1,000 or something, because usually when people talk about racketeering, they think of the mob and they thinking of thousands or hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, big shit, right? They're not thinking about these little private sex parties, but the government could still get you on that. That's still fucking illegal.
I think this man is gonna walk because it seems like every time somebody goes up on the stand, they say some irrelevant ass story.
Who's the victim?
That has nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. Like,
unless unless you were a escort who flew from New York to LA to get freaky with them, why are you going on the stand and saying anything?
Okay, but let me explain.
It's irrelevant.
No, because they could charge the escorts as well. So they might have been subpoenaed to testify.
And just what?
So they won't be prosecuted. Understand this.
But if you're gonna get prosecuted, if you're gonna get in trouble for traveling in state lines, why would you go up there and tell them that anyways? You're probably gonna keep that hush.
No. You gotta understand. They know what happened, right? With some of this shit. So me and you robbed the bank, all right? You was the getaway driver. You know what I mean? Me and Lexi robbed the bank. You were the getaway driver. Okay? Your role in this was kind of minor. So the prosecution is saying, okay, Shayla, we're not gonna prosecute you. Testify against Sky and Lexi. So they telling the Punisher, testify against Diddy and this shit. Tell us what you did, right? And he can't worry about protecting Diddy because his freedom on the fucking line. So you go up there and you tell the truth as to what happened.
So they can arrest him if he says he doesn't want to get involved?
Yeah, they could charge you. Fuck yeah, they do it all the time. You see how many friends testify against other people they were in crimes with? Because that's how this shit works. They can flip you. You know? That's how the shit works. That's why you will make sure when you commit your crimes, do it with someone who you know going down with the fucking ship who's not gonna talk. You know what I mean? Like I would never go with you because you can trip, get fucking caught, and you can tell them everything. Sky's blood type is O positive. Okay, yeah, and he likes cereal. You know? Yeah, because I'm just saying.
And fish.
But if Diddy gets out, I don't think he got to go hide in no corner. Because I think that dude gonna be super fucking popular.
Did he?
Yeah. Because I
feel like if he gets out free, he's gonna act a fucking fool.
No, but I'm thinking he would be even bigger than he was before. Because
he's probably gonna throw the.
Because if he were to go to a club in LA right now, right? Let's say they let him in the club, and you hear like, dude, Diddy is in the club. Everybody going to that club. You know what I mean? Because he'd be like fucking wild. Not that you necessarily want to hang out with him. It's just that he got this aura of this dude's a fucking freak. You know? Because that would be embarrassing for the feds, but he won't go to jail for any. I don't know, Bozak. I don't think he's going to jail for long, and I think seriously Trump would pardon him.
Why would Trump pardon him?
What's up, Sally? Huh?
Why would Trump get involved?
Because he's Trump's boy.
They're not that close.
They close enough.
For Trump to get involved?
And by the way, Trump is not one who.
Trump don't give a fuck about Diddy's ass.
Dude, Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy. He pardoned Kodak Black.
He pardoned them.
Pardon NBA YoungBoy, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black. You know what I mean?
Why?
Huh?
Are you for real?
Yeah. That's why these rap dudes like him.
Wow.
And see, he painted himself to that community. He painted himself to that community as a victim of the mind as well. Because he got a bunch of charges against him. You know what I mean? He's a felon.
Right.
He's a felon.
Right.
So, I mean, he's like this the president who can relate. So he did better with some black dudes, you know, because of that shit.
Damn, that's wild. So how long do you think if he gets
I think a lot of women would perform for Diddy now, but I think it would have to be like he signed documents that, hey, we're doing X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. I think a ton of girls would do this shit because there's some freaky people on the fucking planet. Like, I don't think...
There's a lot of girls who probably are just interested in to see.
I think you'd be down for something like that.
But after watching him beat up Cassie, why would any woman...
Well, that part is gonna be, I mean, there's gonna be some issues with that. But I'm just saying, like, if Diddy hit you up right now, you know, I mean, he could help your career. You want an album or fucking not? Huh?
Do I look desperate to you?
You want a singing career or not? Look, AI coming. You ain't got long. Do you want this or not?
That's true, Brittany.
AI is coming. Do you want it or not?
You want the children to have justice. What children? His kids?
If Diddy is paying girls, guys who are forgiven and endured, yeah.
Okay, but how long do you think, let's say he gets arrested, how long is he going to be in jail for?
I don't know.
The longest. What do you think?
I don't know.
Even if Trump pardons him?
Oh, if Trump's pardoning him, he's done. He's not going to jail.
At all?
No, because he's a federal charge. Trump can't pardon you for state shit, but federal shit he could fucking make go away.
So basically, he's not going to jail, is what you're saying.
I mean, if Trump agrees, but he would have to give Trump something.
I'm sure he would, though. I'm sure he would do whatever he needed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So basically, y'all, this trial is for nothing. He's not going to jail. He's not gonna go to jail.
Diddy's the new OJ.
Yeah, he's getting away with
Okay,
all
but
that
Shayla
shit.
asked a question, right? Shayla said, why are they bringing up a lot of stuff that are unrelated to the charges? Okay, I can tell you why. I catch you robbing a fucking bank, right? Yeah, you're guilty, but I need to appeal to this jury to show them who you really are, right? So I bring up, she's one of the most talented singers. You know what I mean? I show them you singing. I show them you helping an old lady cross the fucking street. You know what I mean? I show you giving money to the fucking homeless. Like, you bring up all this shit because I'm trying to paint you as positively as possible. They
So
trying to
paint him as
negatively as possible, so you need as much shit. You know what I mean? You need, he firebombed Kid Cudi's car, even though he ain't really on trial for that. Actually, he was charged with firebombing, but they dropped that charge.
Damn, he tried to kill Kid Cudi?
Diddy is the wildest, man.
That is
Diddy,
wild.
I cannot wait for the fucking movie. That is one movie I gotta see.